Hey guys, so we picked up a new vehicle, and this camera's doing a little wonky with the lighting, so you're gonna have to deal with it. A little overexposed on the side, but hopefully that'll go away. Well, we picked up a new car, well, a second car. So we ran and got ourselves it's new to us, it's not brand new, a 2012 Fiat 500. So it's little. Just a little car, but surprisingly roomy. Like, I'm 6'1", and you wouldn't think that this is as little or as small a car it is from inside. From outside, you'd think there's no way anybody's fitting in it, but actually not too bad. So, few things. This is the Fiat 500 Sport. That means we got a little, I think, a spoiler. We got red painted brakes. We've got different alloy rims on there, so you can see the rims on it. And I don't know a whole lot different over the standard 500. We do have, these are a little nicer seats, so you'll see that there's we got like a brown leather. Actually, I really like this color brown, with a gray inset. That's cloth. And I don't know, it's 1.4 liter engine at about 100 horsepower. So is it gonna rocket you off the line? Not really. It does have this cool little sport button, and the sport button supposedly tightens up the steering a bit, and it gives you a bit more throttle response. So I did notice that a bit. I took it up this morning. We only picked it up last night, and I did notice that this morning that I put it in sport, and last night I found that I was like, man, it's hard to really feel when you get it into gear, when you're pushing, that it doesn't feel like the motor's doing a lot. I definitely put it in sport this morning and felt it felt a little better. So, back seat wise, here it is. It's a back seat. Am I going to fit in there? I probably could. Pretty much no headroom. I'm not gonna. And if I had to, I could. My daughter, who's 12, could fit back there. So small adult, sure. Big adult, I don't know. In the hatch. You know what? If you're going out for a couple days worth of groceries, you should be good. If you're going for a little weekend getaway, you should be good. Are you going away with a family's worth of stuff for a road trip? Don't necessarily know if this is the car to do it, which is why for us, second car. Gas economy should be good. You're looking at mid 7s. That's liters per 100. For those of us in metric. In the city, and mid 5s to, no, that's not right. Mid 7s in the city, mid 5s on the highway. Yeah, that's right. So that's okay. It's actually about the same as my motorcycle gets. So this is a 1.4 liter. My bike is like a liter, so it's 1,000 cc. My bike and this car get about the exact same horsepower. So this was 101 horsepower, and my motorcycle is about 100. This, of course, weighs more and can take 4 people, well, 2.5 people, 3 people maybe. But my bike doesn't work so good when it's snowing in the winter. So this one is better for that. Let's take it for a rip. All right. So here's the key, Fiat. So we got your unlock, your lock, and your trunk release, and hit the Fiat key, clunk. All right. And I'm going to say this right off the bat, I'm not used to not having a clutch, or having a clutch. So everything has to be put in. I'm going to turn the radio down, or off. And we are on our way. So at first I thought the reverse was really sticky, but there's a little area on this shifter that you have to pull up to get it in reverse. And after you figure that part out, you're pretty good. When I was driving it last night, I was wearing kind of big, thick boots. Actually, I was riding my motorcycle boots because we went to pick it up right after I got home when I was riding. So I was like, man, I can't even feel that clutch. it's so soft, and not that I was concerned, but it felt really hard to. So today though I'm wearing just standard running shoes, and it's a lot better. So I'm not sure how much the iPhone is going to be. I'll turn my vents down, so just hold on. I'm still getting used to this car. Okay. So a few things. The sport version, right? Now, the one thing I will say, without a question, is that the clutch is like super smooth. This is, like I said, 2012, so it's 2017. So this car is 5 years old, and that clutch is like awesome smooth. So it's really nice. You really do sit in an upright position. Everybody that kind of talks about this car talks about how upright you are, and you are. And the only thing that for me is a little different, again being 6'1", is that you see through the top part of the windshield, and I find up here the windshield has a little bit of a warp or a waver to it, when down here it's not as much. So it's just I don't know, it's just kind of weird. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm gonna just do this for you because it's again really bright out here. Maybe that'll help. I have to get used to shifting again. I've been so used to driving automatic for so long. So we'll see how this is. But it's like kind of like driving a go-kart. A really nice go-kart. But the wheelbase is, so short that because of that, it zips around things ridiculously awesome. But on the flip side, you literally feel everything. So here we go. Now the other thing that you have to kind of get used to is it's a kind of a single gauge dash. So meaning is that you don't have a gauge for your tach and a gauge for your speedometer. It's all kind of on one. So there's a circle with another circle inside it, and of course the outside circle is your speed, and the inside circle is your RPMs, your tachometer. It was messing around with me a little bit last night because I was trying to figure out which was which, and I'd kind of, I don't want to say screw that up, but I kind of screwed that up. I'd look at the wrong one and be like, not really understanding what I was doing or where I was going. So I'm in non-sport mode right now, and if we hit the sport button, which again is here on the dash, just like right there, right? Tap on it. What happens is you'll actually see the word sport light up on your dash. And supposedly what you're supposed to do is just release the clutch or release your gas and redepress it again, and you're in sport mode. So I'm at about 3,000, but I'm in 4th. She's got enough pep to do what she needs to do. Are you looking for a sports car? Then don't buy this one. You can buy the Abarth. That would be a sports car. But this one's just, it is what it is. It's a tiny little city car. Can you drive it on the highway? 100%. Is it going to get you where you're going? Yeah. I don't know. Does it make you smile when you drive it? Yeah, for sure. It's that kind of car, right? If I was looking at a small car, which we were, for us, it was really down to, something like this car, or looking at the Mini, and the Mini's a lot more expensive, so we decided that was not what we wanted. Car accident over here. Doesn't look good at all. Anyway, so I'm not used to that clutch. I'm revving it really hard. I am in sport mode though, maybe that's why. The big difference, of course, is, your build quality, I would say, on something like the Mini is probably going to be a bit higher. But, you also pay like a lot of times twice as much for a Mini versus a Fiat. So we're really happy with this little guy. So I'm gonna drive it around a little bit more, and I'll touch base with you in a few for you right away. Hold on. All right, so a couple more things to talk about. Number one, you got to get used to where the buttons are. You don't have a big car, so they've crammed everything in together, right? So, like the not mirror buttons, the window buttons are not on the side doors over here. They're down on the panel here. So yeah, it's down here, which is a little different. Also, there's little things like the trip meter, or the trip button, or the, for resetting. I was looking around for it. I'm like, I don't understand it. I can't find it anywhere. The car's got to have a way to reset all that information. And it does. It's over here on your where your windshield wipers and everything. It's right on the end. It's a little trip button, so you can use that to kind of cycle through it. You also have a menu option on the front to play around with your actual dash. And I kind of stumbled on this. I didn't even know it was there. I was playing around trying to reset all the voice stuff on the steering wheel, and reaching around the back, I was like, there's buttons back here. What do those do? So figured those out. That those are some of the things you do to scroll through your Blue and Me and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's like little buttons there. I'm not surprised if like a month from now I'm gonna stumble on some weird little button somewhere that I didn't even know was there. So that's all right. The other thing that this model has, and the reason I'm happy it has it, is that this car honestly has a brutal
turn left onto Riverside Drive.
Because this beam right here, it's just blocking everything. So when you do a look like that, you just got nothing. So the mirrors that are on the driver's side actually have a standard mirror and a wide mirror, so that you can position to kind of see your blind spot a bit better, which is really nice actually. So that's kind of cool. And last but not least, for me, one of the more important parts of this thing is the stereo.
Notorious for
Fiat.
going out
And
Black Panthers.
let's find something that's decent here. All right. I have no idea what that is, but speakers in here are really good. One of the models comes with Bose speakers. This one did not, but really good speakers. And I guess it's because you're in a tight little box, right? You got all these speakers and not a lot of area for the sound to go, so it's just really nice and loud and clear. I'm really happy with the stereo in this. CD player, MP3 player, I believe. There's a little USB spot, an iPhone connector, so like a iPhone USB connector or USB, whatever you want. The newer models have that a little more handy. It's not in the glove box. Whatever. I might see if I can fix that or change that somehow. But no Bluetooth audio that I can tell. So I may try to figure out a way around that, but as of now, no Bluetooth audio. It does have Bluetooth hands-free calling, and that's okay. That's helpful. But yeah, your GPS and all that kind of stuff not going to come through your stereo. Now there are some GPSs that have gotten around that by having their voice come through as if it's a phone call, so those would work. But a standard one, or like I said, music that use the I think it's A2D2 or A2P2, R2D2 or whatever it is, right? That is not on here on this car. So where it's was too early for it, or just didn't have it. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to either get one of those Bluetooth adapters that I can plug into the USB port, and maybe that'll work, or get a line in or something. So, or just learn to listen to the radio more often, whatever. But I'm going to head to pick up my wife, or actually go see my wife, and for lunch, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so I'm home now. It was fun just driving the car out for a while, and I don't know, I like it. It's a great little car. We got it for a good deal. So if you're looking for a second car or a good car at a budget, not a bad option to look at, and surprisingly large. So fits 2 adults, like good size adults in the front, no issues, and small to medium adults in the back, I would say okay. Other than that, if you have any questions on it, make sure to give me a holler. It's a day old for us, so hopefully we'll learn more about it as we go. And if you like and comment and subscribe to these videos, that would be awesome. And we'll talk to you guys again.